Almost. Okay, there we go.
I started recording this, by the way, just so in case
Oh yeah,
you
okay, that's fine.
say something,
All right. So I just thought of something in the restroom.
Is that where
So
your high level thinking kicks in?
usually, yes.
Epiphanies, yeah. I get mine when I lay down for a nap, and I'm like all of a sudden I'm like, holy cow, you know.
Okay. So what I want to do here is actually, so we've got all these O colors, O status, all of that stuff. That's great. But let's see here. Oh, that's going to cause a slight issue. Only slight. But what I want to do here is just want to so this should give me reminder underscore notice, color, importance, appointment time, status, subject. Okay. All right. So B is the information I want. Okay. So what I want is B is going to be, so if his object O B, then I will come through and do. Okay, so first off, let's we're going to change this to B. I have to think about a better way to do this here real quick, but this is all right. So first off, let's come down here, transform, duplicate message box. 5. So now we've got one for each, which is good because you're going to want items for each one of these as well. So now that's good. Now, if is object for CTD&B, no, we don't want that to be B. We want this to be in OB. See how screwed up that is. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay. Let's see if this actually gets anywhere. So let's message box B. And then B. There. Anything else does it? Oh, it does not get there at all. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is just say if it's O color, if O color is an object.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and no, I didn't. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and not that this should matter, but
Are you trying to take advantage of the fact we threw the letter O in front of each of the words?
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right, yeah. I finally got that there at the last. I'm like, oh, I get it. Or at least I am close to getting it. I understand the goal.
A reminder, notice no, but O color should. No importance, no time. Okay, this is interesting. Here's object. And that's going to be a 0. O color should be an object. Controls, push. O color, O color.
Do you have to have a dot to concatenate it when it's like that, or?
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, 1 second. The only thing I can think of is just needs percents.
Because it's like a dynamic. You're using it as a reference, something like that. Is it?
Yep, that's it.
Ah.
Yeah, I was referring to it as a variable and not actually.
Yeah.
Not actually
You wanted to pull through. Yeah.
Object,
Yeah.
So do that. Get rid of that. And then we just pull through that as well. So that should. Yeah. That's easy. So then whenever someone enters text into the reminder notice, we can just make a text field for it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that'll work. So appointment time and everything else. So now, okay, good. So, get rid of that. But make another problem for ourselves. So, that's fine. We will just not populate it till after so. So, actually, let's just kind of get rid of that for now. Alright. So now that we have the items and stuff populated into them, now we can just say, let's go ahead and do that. And actually, let's do that again. Okay, so if I grab, if I come through top level, second level,
Mm-hmm.
at all of these,
Mm-hmm.
and then if they have
Default on the.
well, alright. Okay. So go ahead and get rid of that. All those settings send / star. Okay, so while so let's go ahead and message box AA, that's no. Okay, yeah, just pulling from settings. Just color it out. Alright. So all I really want is what should be those. Color, yeah. Oh wait, it's still catching the. Okay, I don't want all of those. I just want the. Got it. All right. I don't want the descendants. I just want star/star. So that gets us all of the top levels. So now the fun thing is if send a comma item. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. Items equals send a comma item. If items dot length, come in here and do that. Do that. Else here. One. Oh. Quote here and so this needs to be text that equals a oops label that oh yeah, I have my EA now, so I can do fun stuff. So EA dot DT question mark that. Oops. There. That's now. Let's see. So I am going to need. Oh no, that's going to have a variable associated with it anyway. It's good. It's still good. So. Object. Oh, I could do else there. Oh, oops. My bad. My bad. That was in the wrong spot. Okay. Alright. So, now we've got all that. We got all that. So, we control, comma. This is going to be oh, sorry, you don't know. Oh, so let's see. Oh, yeah, dude. I shouldn't do it out here. Okay, so now we've got our items back in here. By defaults and everything else. Crisis averted there. Okay, now, else. We control, comma, okay, now down to the save part. Okay, so we've got gradient controls, and here we're gonna say message box, AB, which would be an index, and then thing, and then percent, and then that. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
So important time, status, subject, location. Ooh, that's interesting. Reminder notice. Time, status, subject. Where's reminder? Notice. Oh, you. No, wait, that should still be in there. Controls push. Yeah, and that's a variable associated with that. Settings. I didn't see reminder notice in the list. Color. Importance.
Yeah, and it started off on 2, right?
Yeah.
So I think you're right. It's skipping the first one.
Yeah. I see here. Preview controls. Controls. Push. Variable. Just one more time here. There's reminder notice. That's interesting. Okay, so back to the numbers. But now
It still skipped it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not reusing the word controls anywhere, are we? Controls, controls, video controls, yeah. Oh. Is something controls push? Nothing is called controls in any of these things. I am so confused. Ziffa. I just hit escape. Reminder notice is there.
But when you have a value stored in it,
Yes.
and then it skips over it.
That makes literally no sense. One moment. Edit. Number. One, two, three, four.
Hmm.
Okay.
What about, you know how there's the other 2 edit fields?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Put some sort of a value in there.
Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah, and see if it skips it.
I can do this in a different manner, but yeah, that's not the biggest of deals here. Click all of them and give it 5.
Is there any
There.
chance this is saving it now to the XML file, right?
No, no, no.
Oh. Huh.
So,
Is there any possibility that having it as a number is storing it
could
as
be.
like an integer?
Let's see here. Give me one second. Let me think of. Let's just try to smooth this here. Controls are okay. So we're going to change the orientation of how that's stored. So now this is going to have to be A, which is fine. I don't care how it works as long as it does work. Oops. Yeah. So, yeah, my AB got a little off whack because of that. But that's fine. We'll change it. That AB isn't affected. AB and controls, this is where this will need to be A. Because controls is getting put in there, that's fine. And settings, where else are we going from up here? Show me where. Okay, 1 is fine. So that means I've got a SSN somewhere that's causing me some troubles. If not setting sensitivities, this is a... Oh, good. Here it is. Okay. So this has to be A. That should be it. There we go. Hey, there he is. Minor notes. Okay, good. Just a slight change is all. Yeah, I don't know why that's causing that to overwrite itself, but whatever. Alright, so node colon equals settings send / slash. This is going to be A. So message box node XML. So that should. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. So color. Yes, that's perfect. Oh shoot, I'm not. Oops. Okay, location. Reminder notice. Yeah, status. Subject. Beautiful. Okay. So, if we've got to do something else real quick. Nope. Or do you? Yeah. Great. So, first thing, settings. Dot. You got to clear out all the defaults. So, here is going to remove all the default tags from the individual drop-down list items. So, now, what I need to do here is if node, SSN, node, comma, not at item. So if it's an at item, meaning it has an item below it, we figure out what it is. And, okay, so let's go ahead. And so this should limit it to just the drop-down list items. So we hit escape, so color, importance, and status. Beautiful. So now we need to do A and A. Well, that should be necessary, but okay, so what I need to do is comma settings .ssn // oh, you know what? No. Even better. A little more finite here. Node, comma, star, at. Let's just do star at equals %A% dot XML. Yeah. So now if we come in here and run this, what we should do is if we change this to red, hit escape, color red,
Yep.
to be default. Low importance because we didn't change that, and status free, and fantastic. Dot, oops, set attribute default comma 1. Get rid of all of the rigmarole around it. So and those, and we should be good. Now, this will only work with the drop-down lists currently. So we want to be green, normal, and out of office. So green, normal, out of office. In theory, what should happen? Oh no! Alright. Oh, because I didn't save it. Yeah, gotta save it for it to remember. That should help a lot. Okay. So, on the run. So, green, normal, out of office. Now it should be saved and it should be restored. Oh, interesting. Oh, there it is all this stuff. I'm like, where'd it go? Okay. Default 1, yes.
Oh, so it's there. Yeah. When it just restarted, it didn't read it first and...
Oh no, it should have been red. It should be... Okay. So... Okay, EA default. Okay. So... Oh no. Down. Alright, so... Oops. Okay, blue, default, red. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Actually, I just want to see... Blank, blank, blank. Beautiful. And red. Normal. So it should be blank, one blank. Oh, because it's not. Settings, no settings. Okay, so that makes sense. So let's go ahead and let's run it. We get here. One blank, one blank, blank. Okay. So it should be red, normal, invisible. Sure. So it should be blank, one blank. Actually, let's just do this. Message box. Default is there. Default is there. Default is there. Yeah. Okay. So it's definitely set properly. I'm going to come down here and deactivate this for the time being. So one blank blank. Why is that one blank blank? Where's okay, no. There we go. Okay. Blue default. Why is that? That's red default there. Oh, you know what? It's overwriting itself. How can I do it?
Isn't that what you want it to do?
No, I don't. Sensitivity is not one of our things. It's going to be reminder notice. There we go. That should change things quite a lot. There we go. That was just being an idiot. There we go. This should look a lot better. There we go. So now we can go green.
Oh, I get it.
I don't know.
We didn't have a value for reminder notice, and so it thought everything was blank.
Well, no, we were looking for a node that wasn't there. So since
Yeah. Anyway, I said it wrong, but I understand what you're saying. Is it would go look there, nothing's there. Oh, go rewrite everything.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I have to reinstate this because I'm
Logic being it
tomorrow.
hasn't been run yet, so we're gonna set defaults.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we can change this to green, high, and out of office. Rerun it. It's green, high, and out of office.
Nice.
All right, beautiful. Now we come in here and we say else, and we say text. So node.text equals. There we go. So that does that. Now we've got to come in here and control. Oh, that should be it. At least I think, or at least I hope. So 2.2. We're gonna change this to 11 o'clock p.m.
Cool.
Everything is as it should be. So now everything's remembered,
Mm-hmm.
and everything's just BG. So now you've got some. Now I'm guessing you're not going to want this settings window to pop up every time.
No, it'll be very rare.
Okay. So what we can do is come up here and see. Well, we're still going to need the settings. And this is all. Oops. Now, why do you keep? Huh, weird. Okay, so controls. This is all. Let's get rid of all the bullshit. No point in having it. Can actually join. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. Okay, so we're just gonna call this settings. Okay. Do that. Oh, you might be getting something.
No, well, I just took an allergy pill a second ago because I think it's the same thing. I was feeling congested.
Okay, so what sort of hotkey or whatever do you want the settings to?
I think just the easiest to have something. Can we just have a setting on the icon to just say, you know,
Oh yeah.
on the system tray, and just have it say settings?
Let's see. Menu. Tray. The default. I don't do this often, so it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
settings. So that should be fine. Let's switch this all the way down to N. Turn. Play. Now. This is where your stuff should come up. Oh, what the heck? Never seen some Ah. Oh, yeah, that's add. What was I thinking? Oh, Jesus. It also isn't showing, probably because it's just dying as, okay. So let's go ahead and just put your little happy, oh, its settings come up, that's weird. We'll just put a return in there for now. I just want to see the icon come up.
Mm-hmm.
Do icons come up here?
No, down the bottom.
Ah, that explains a lot. Oh, there it is. I hope. Can you right click on that icon for me?
Sure. There it is.
Oh.
I've never seen it pushed down to the bottom, but
yeah,
it's still fine.
Well, no default should be.
Yeah, I think that's the right text.
I thought the no default was the thing.
Yeah. Is it tray no default? Oh no, yeah. Menu no default.
Okay.
Yeah, I've used it before.
Deletes menu item names. Oh, there is no. Oh, there it is. For the tray menu. No default. For the tray menu, changes the menu back to having. Change the menu. Okay, so no default is. Tray. Huh. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Is that no default should take care of the.
Yeah, I've used it. You know. Does it have to happen after the ad?
Well, no, I wouldn't think.
Okay.
Huh.
It's okay. I can figure that out.
That's aggravating. What do you call it? Menu tray. Yeah, I won't go much further on this. Ah, no standard. Dumbass.
Oh, duh. Right. Oh my god. It's funny because you search for no defaults, and that's when I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, that's it. But you're right. It was.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we've got to come down and figure out why GUI close and GUI escape. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Because I'm using the no hide. Okay, so you run this. You right click. Settings. 5. Hit escape. And you right click. Hit settings. Ah, see what I did? I made it dumb. G. Destroy. There we go. On the first run, you don't need to destroy anything because there's nothing there.
Mm.
So we come in here, we change it to 666, and we right click settings again. The second time it technically already exists, so we have to destroy
Gotcha.
it.
You know.
Restart it. What I could have also done is put the destroy after, which actually
Right. Would you want that on the? Yeah.
But it's fine where it is.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll change this back to blue, back to low, back to tentative. There we go. So now settings, blue low, tentative, 3, yeah, everything's fine. Okay, good. So now you've got your settings. Ow. I'm guessing somewhere down here.
Line 80 is where I would be using it.
Ah, okay. So. Oh, you're actually passing the word red? Or no.
I did here, but now that I have the number,
Uh-huh.
I will swap it out to do it the smart way.
Okay. So what we need to do here is we need to come through and say, okay, I'm guessing this is color. So let's message box settings.
Oh, actually, and I was mistaken. Red. The color actually, the word there will be red.
Oh, will it?
On category, that's the other ones use the number.
Okay.
And I can build that logic too, or whatever. But
right. So let's go ahead and say color / star default.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't want to do that. We're just gonna say
Mm-hmm.
color node. No, let's go color default.
Mm-hmm.
Then we want to return label dot text. There we go. So message box default. Okay, and then let's just return here. So now that when we run it, it doesn't freak out. Well, it won't open things up. What's that one? Nope. Okay. There. So we got blue. Oh. Did you only have it select one?
Which? I'm sorry. What?
Oh, you know what? I told it to return. That kills everything. Yeah, done it. So I could have just done continue. But okay. So we've got the default color.
Mm-hmm.
Duplicate that line.
Mm-hmm.
And what other info do we need?
We had was it importance and sensitivity?
Sensitivity. Oops. All right. Actually, did we call it sensitivity in the construction? Oh crap! I'm gonna have to move this up top. Yeah, because it's not going to get through here. Oh no, wait. No, it's gonna need it. Gotta think here. Gotta think. Because it's gotta go through the settings. You know what we could do is if settings slash no first run. So we'll go ahead and settings, add first run. Settings. So that's going to go to settings, and then it's going to end up stopping. So now, that's fine. So let's go ahead and open the folder, delete the settings, yes, and run it. And everything's going to go back to dead default, but it should come up. Okay, good. So now that we've gone through, and let's add some information. Now let's go ahead and run it again. And it should give us a message box. Yeah, because we've already done our first run and set up the settings. So now it's not going to come up and bother us again. It's just going to say, well, first run's already been done, so everything should be there. And all of that information should be fine. So we can be. Now, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have. I'm going to come down here and copy these because I've got the memory of a net. So let's go ahead. Oops, I want that. Just want that. Okay. So here is where we are getting our information. So wanting our information, I should say. Go. Oh, that's bad. Actually, no, that's not bad. All I really want is that, and status. Wrap that up. Okay. Alright, so I need reminder notice. This line, let's see. Reminder color importance. So we didn't call it sensitivity, we called it importance. No, it's okay. Appointment time.
There actually was another attribute, I think, called sensitivity, but it honestly, they won't care on this. Importance is a better one.
AMPORTANCE. Okay. And then status.
What was importance time?
The
Shouldn't that have been like appointment time?
Oh, you know what? You're probably right.
Yeah, I see it in the line 93.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? Yeah. Silly me. Oh, and I did call it the right thing here. Oh. Importance. Okay. Brain shot. Okay. So, with the color, you want the label name, which is fine. With the importance, that's another drop-down list, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. Reminder notice is a text value, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, numeric text file. Or, I'm sorry, reminder notice. Reminder notice.
Yeah, that's the value at the top, the first one, which is an
Oh,
edit.
notice time-wise. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Appointment time is also no, it's not a text. It's a
Date timestamp.
date.
Or
Well, it's still
timestamp,
gonna be a
actually,
text.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it will still be a text, so we're fine there. Okay, and status is a drop down as well. Okay, so let's say color default import and importance default reminder default reminder audio. That's weird.
You can change the sound it makes when the alarm goes off.
Oh, no kidding.
You know,
Neat.
I figured these guys wouldn't want that, so I didn't build that in there. But it was fun. I was playing with it on mine.
Yeah, whatever. Do what you want.
Yep.
Uh-oh. They got blue low 222 appointment. Oh, you know what? I don't think. Oh, you know what? I don't have a default.
For the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's set one. So let's say 1 o'clock. Oop, one. Keep using tab and you can't. Okay. So now we've got that. So now we should have a reminder time. Oh, we don't. Appointment time. Appointment time. 17:03:31. Oh, did I have an appointment time? Well, I did have it. It's there. Okay. So appointment time is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Appointment time. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and throw this on the end. It's finding it. Okay, so that should. I'm an idiot. See what I did wrong yet?
Nope.
Oh, come on, you can see. All right. So what am I missing? I've got color, importance, reminder notice,
Mm-hmm.
appointment time,
Mm-hmm.
and status. What else do we have? Ah, subject and location. Subject. Okay. So now we have. Wow.
This subject and location.
All right, this is something I should have done from the start. Copy. Enter. There we go. Okay. So this would be 1. And this will be 1 as well. Got that. So what were we working on? Subject. Huh, that shouldn't have asked for it twice, but oh well. And this is when. Oh, because that's weird. Huh. I'm gonna make this a lot more compact. Oh, because it's not a. These are both texts. So not what I needed. That's what. King. All right. Readings are good.
Yeah, and then all I do is just feed that into that function, right? Those variables. Cool. Or just use those in the function, right?
Yeah, you could do that. Or
either way, yeah.
We're going to say object. We're going to say just do color, importance, appointment. Oh, appointment time. There we go. That would have tripped me up. So appointment time, status, subject. There we go. And you. So these are all texts. Those are the texts. So what we gotta do is come in here and say color, importance, and status. Color, importance, status. Those are our 3 drop-down lists. Look at those. You got a phone call.
Yeah. Apparently from North Carolina.
Know anybody in North Carolina?
Not. Oh. Yeah, I know someone that's around there, but I have her number in my phone and it's not it.
Would have said.
Yeah.
Okay, so Don't need this. Because if you do capital SETT enter
Mm-hmm.
SS, then it brings up the list. All right, settings ascend. This is going to be B / star. Text. Oh, nope. Silly me. And this will be copy of doll. Duplicate line. Pick it up 2. So, whole thing with this one is these are all the just text ones. So that should be fine. Press all of this bullshit into object.
And so now I can just
Add stuff into these things here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is going to be A equals B. And we come down here, and I realize I have to put an enter in there. Here and so we run. We should get a list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, color
Importance, color,
and status.
drop downs.
Yeah, let's see what it. Oh, you think I'm nuts. Some days the brain. There we go. So now you've got all your stuff in object or default object dot.
The name of the
Right.
parameter, whatever. Not element.
Yeah. So that rather than having all of these and then having to add more bullshit with all the extra stuff and yeah. So if it is text, add it there.
Yep.
Just
I actually followed that. Yeah.
So the only thing is, make sure you've got all of the stuff you want in the list, because adding things afterwards is not impossible, just slight pain.
Yep.
So, but yes.
Cool. So now, I can just insert in the line 93 each of the things from that object. Awesome. Yeah, that very first thing where you nested that object for the GUI stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to study that, because after you started it, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, but I know what you did, but I gotta work through it a couple times to let it sink in exactly how it works. Like I said, I get it. It's just, man, I would not have written that forever.
But it's just one of those things where you're like, okay, what's something that's going to be recurring?
Yeah, and that's where I'm also just not familiar with the GUI stuff enough to understand that pattern is going to be there, right?
Right. Well, with everything, that's what's beautiful about the language is, once you get one thing down, like an edit control, it's GUI, comma, add, comma, edit, comma, then like width, height, or variable, or glabel, or whatever, comma, and then the pre-filled in information. And everything but tree views are going to follow that. The basic same idea. So tree views don't have pre-populated. You can't pre-populate a tree view by adding values at the end of the the constructor for it. So you've got GUI add tree view, comma. You've got options here, and I really need to remove this here.
Okay.
But after
Yeah.
you put in your options like width 200, height,
Yeah. That's it.
yeah, after that, you
Yeah.
can't add anything else.
Because it's going to pull whatever it's grabbing to use that, right? I mean, that's
Well,
the point.
no, the way that you add things to a tree view is TV add.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's how you actually add things into the tree view.
I played with one of those once years ago, so I'm not familiar with them.
Now, list view is a similar kind of.
Mm-hmm.
We add list view, comma. You've got width and height and everything, but the text here is your headings,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pipe delimited. So item
Mm-hmm.
name, whatever. That's how you would create a tree
Mm-hmm.
view. Everything is going to be identical. Everything is going to start with this here.
Mm-hmm.
GUI add, then the name of, or the type of control.
Hmm.
And after that, it's always going to be, what do you want the options to be?
Mm-hmm.
So you know that's always going to be the same. So that's why I can come up here and say edit
Yeah.
BDL, BDL, and it knows that, okay, yeah, this first one's going to be the text thing, yes, what's the word I'm looking for? The thing that shows what I want to call it a header, but the label for the text.
Okay.
Label.
Yeah.
And when you come down here, you're like, okay, GUI add B2, so it's going to be an edit.
That's the
B3, which is going
the
to
parameter. Yeah. The
and
controls or whatever you're setting to it. Well, so okay, and then the B4. So on that line, right next to when you go to the right, the O color, and
then,
and that was an object you had created earlier, right?
yeah, O color's at the top.
Yeah, but and that's where I got lost. Of like, how did it know with an object to was it just an array? Is that what it was?
Well, see, whenever you come up here and you create O color, you associate
Yep.
it here.
Yep.
That means that anytime you use the word O color anywhere else, it's going to refer to that particular object that's created.
Yeah. What I don't understand though is how did it know to use the number, the keys versus the values, like right there. You just referenced O color, but you didn't say anything about.
That's what comes down in down below. Oh, you know what? That's actually not even necessary anymore. None of that's necessary. Well, no, that actually isn't necessary because what I did was I changed it to where this adds all the controls and such. But this down here is where it actually comes and sets the values. So technically, that's not even necessary.
And since you built the defaults,
right? Yeah, I changed the way everything worked. So I should be able to actually just get rid of all of these here. Status. And it should be just fine.
Did you remove an extra comma when you did that?
I don't think so. It'll yell at me if I did. So we got all that stuff down there. Open up settings, and everything is just groovy. We got all of our. Because back before, what I was doing is I was creating the object and then using that object to populate the control.
Mm-hmm.
But since I rejiggered it around, you know what we should do is appointment time. Well, you know what? If they don't change the appointment time or any of this information, then it'll just be blank. So that should be okay. So let's go ahead and do another dry run just to be certain that everything is groovy. Okay, so it comes up to, we'll say, okay, and then rerun this. Everything should come up, and the time, yeah, this time we'll have to reconfigure. You know how to pull the time from there?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want, I'll do it. If you want to do it, you're more
No,
welcome
I can.
to.
I was playing with it when I initially. It's probably still in the code somewhere. When I was inserting that timestamp as my key,
Uh-huh.
I had converted it to a user-friendly version,
Right.
and then I realized that why I'd leave it. Why not just leave it as that? Because the date itself doesn't matter. It's just having a unique value. So anyway, yeah, I was playing with it, and I've used it before. And just
Okay. Yeah, just format time, simple, simple,
Yep.
simple.
Yep.
Just put it in, kick it out.
Well, no, that actually no. Okay, so and then I'm just using it time. That's the one thing I haven't done is use the hours and minutes. But it's the same thing, right? You're just telling it, show me the.
Well, what you could do, I mean, you could do like an L trim or an arch or a substring or something like that to get just like the 164755.
Right.
So you could just say like substring 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
And then just pull it that
Yep.
way. I don't know how Office or Outlook requires the.
It's in the function. You can see an example where because I'm right now just appending the text for the hours onto the date. So see how it says 9 a.m. down there, line 81.
81. Ah, okay. Oh, that's interesting. So that's fine. All you'd have to do, we're gonna have to move this one. Okay. So, yeah, you just come down here and say format time, comma. Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if it'll work. Time, comma, default object dot. Is that reminder notice or appointment time? Oh, it's called appointment time. Oh, yeah. We gotta do comma. So we want hour, minute, second. Keep forgetting.
Yeah, I was just realizing that too. It's like 2 I think. No. Is it the TT? Yeah, see down below, a little further down, near the bottom of that.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So it's. Oh, do you want the leading zero?
I don't know. I would say it doesn't matter. When I was doing the dates, it was okay with the leading zero or not. So I'm gonna hope the time is the same way.
Yeah. Okay, so now come down here. Oh, you need that space too. So that should be fine. So, oops, underscore. Run it. Sorry for taking away your fun, but
No, cool.
there you go. So now you've got the date. Was that date? Oh, that comes from the script.
The Excel file.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. That's PT. So let's go ahead and change the time just to make sure that that's behaving. 2, 1, 0, 0 p.m. Yeah, you're right. Bang. Yep, 1 p.m. All right. So now What else needs to